Hello and welcome back to Sunrider.
It's over, Ikari. Surrender.
Whoa, she's terrifying there because her eyes have vanished. Haha, you think you've won? The only thing you'll accomplish today is to allow Pact to win this war, and I'll never allow that. With these very hands, I'll rid the galaxy of Pact for everyone they've murdered. Ikari, stop! Yeah. I'm going to avenge everyone, and there won't be anyone to stop me. Why? Because you're not like Pact, Ikari. Don't ever forget that. So uncool. Captain, we've escaped versus gravity well. The Agamemnon is warping out. Spill up our warp drive. Get us out of here too. All riders, return home. That includes you, Ikari. Understood. Phoenix returning. Aha! That's 2 for 2, Captain! Good job, Asaga. I admit I was starting to sweat pretty heavily there. Anytime. I've come back too, Captain. Good job, you too, Chikara. Thank you, Captain. I've apprehended the mercenary. What should we do with her? Well, I guess it's better being one of the good guys after all, huh, Ikari? What? It's not like I wanted to help you out or anything, I just felt bad about those kids. But I guess I was wrong. For just a moment there, I would actually have done it. I would have shot those kids, just to get even with Pact. My whole family was killed by Pact when I was 12 years old. We were just space explorers, but they still came on board demanding charts, and we knew about nothing. When we couldn't give them what they wanted, the leader shot my mom between the eyes. I barely managed to get off the escape pod before they blasted the ship. I drifted through space for 5 days until I was rescued by an Alliance patrol. In the end, I was the only survivor. They all deserve to die for what they did. I've spent my whole life trying to avenge my family, and I won't stop now. You want to avenge your family by murdering a bunch of children? You wouldn't be any better than Pact if you did that. I know. I know a better way. Our hangar bays are awfully empty, and we're still looking for skilled pilots. You play by our rules, there might be a spare space for you aboard this ship. We'll defeat Pact the right way, without harming any innocents. It'll be a hard mission, and we might all die trying, but I'd rather be dead than forget what we're fighting to protect. You'd still have me on your team, even after all I've done. Everyone on this ship knows what it feels like to lose family. Don't ever think for a second that you're alone. I never expected such kindness from you, Captain. Perhaps you're right. We can win this war without using the same methods as Pact. There is a way to win. Pact won't get away with what they did to Sierra or your family. I'll make sure we all get payback. Alright, you have a deal. I'll help you defeat Pact, and in exchange, I'll play by your rules. Don't think this means I won't have my eyes on you, mercenary. You might have won over the Captain's sympathy, but the instant you cause any trouble, I'll be throwing you in the brig. Oi, Captain, you're supposed to be putting this person on our ship at a good idea. She's already tried to slit our throats one too many times. We're all trying to stop Pact, aren't we? Besides, we'll need all the help we can get. Alright, I guess an extra wingmate isn't so bad, as long as she's aiming at Pact. I swear, I'll win your trust. We'll fight together from now on. Yeah, but I think I'll lock the doors when I sleep, just in case. Welcome to the team, Ikari. Let's try to get along now, alright? No more fighting? Well now, that's over with. Let's grab some grub, I'm hungry. Unbelievable.
Come on, Captain. Join me and Chigara. We have so much to talk about.
Well, Ava looks like you're taking a break. And Akari, you too. Seriously? I guess I have no choice then. With that, the team walked upstairs to the Star Lounge to celebrate their latest victory. While the clouds of war which loomed in the distance were darker than ever, tonight they had something to celebrate. So I'm assuming that's probably the end of Chapter 1. Because I had a quick look at the chapter selection and there are currently 4 available. Because apparently this is going to come out as a sort of trilogy. Ava relaxed on the sofa as Shields brought in a tiny tray of tea to the table. I've been meaning to use this tea set. There you go, fresh out the box. I didn't know you were into tea. I'm not nearly sophisticated enough. It was a little going-away gift from my family for my commission. Ava raised her teacup and took a sip. Steam wafted up as she held the cup in her hand. It's been a while since we could talk like this. Reminds me of the old times, when we used to play cards in the student council room. I'm surprised you even remember. It's been so many years since then. I guess seeing you again may be nostalgic. You know, you haven't really changed much since those days. Well, things are different now, Captain. Back then, you were the one following me. I guess I just wanted to see you in action. You were always in motion, getting things done. I guess I was a bit in awe. Maybe I wanted to watch you and learn from the best. Strange hearing you say that now. Don't you ever think about what it'd be like if you sat in the captain's seat instead? No. I'm your first officer. There's nothing more to it than that. I'll execute your orders, Captain. That's all there is to it. What? It's so funny. Look at me. We're in the middle of a war and here I am, reminiscing about high school. I thought the problems I had back then were insurmountable. Now here we are, a one-ship army against an entire packed empire. Kinda makes our high school problems seem like a joke, doesn't it? Well, we were just kids. Sure, back then our problems were as big as Venisar? I'm gonna start saying Venisar and see if I can stick to it. Venisar himself. You're too kind. Considering our situation, I wonder if it's time for you to drop your optimism and start making the hard calls. What do you mean? We're not in high school anymore, it's a war out there. Compassion may mean death on the battlefield. As captain, you'll have to put all of us in danger. You can't let your personal feelings interfere with what needs to be done. As captain, it's my job to keep all of you safe. I wouldn't be able to do that unless I considered my feelings. Alright. It's your ship, just something to keep in mind, that's all. I guess we'll just have to move on from those days. It's not like we can ever go back now. Pact will pay for what they've done to our home. To tell the truth, I'd rather not think about it. All the people we lost, all the memories destroyed. I'm sorry. Pretty much the whole crew's lost someone close to them. We have to stop Pact, so what happened on Sierra will never happen again. Understood, sir. I'll be behind you every step of the way. Thanks for the chat. I should get back to work. As should I. We should have these talks more often. I could put my tea set to use. Alright. Now, I've got a little bit of money, so I think I'm going to buy some more warheads, because they proved kind of nifty. And let's... what else we've got to do? So that's the next mission. And let's have a look at the research division. So we can now upgrade the Phoenix as well, so we've got kinetic weapons, melee, and defenses. Okay, it's not too bad. Our evasion's pretty high. In fact, it's really high. Make her really good as a melee fighter if she can get in close enough to do lots of damage without getting hit in the first place. Alright. I feel like I want to improve my kinetic weapons a bit. Like quite a lot, I think. reduce the kinetic energy cost as much as we can. Ideally, I'd like to get to the point where I can fire off 2 volleys of kinetics in one salvo. And let's up the energy reactor a couple more points. And mod the whole plating small. Okay. Now let's talk to her.
Oh, did you need me for something, Captain?
What are your thoughts about what happened with Akari?
I'm glad we managed to save those kids, but I'm not sure about keeping the mercenary. I'm not so sure about having a person like that on our team. Nobody should shoot at civilians.
I'll still keep my eyes on her. If she causes any more trouble, I'll drop her off on the nearest rock.
I'll tell you right away if I can see a cat stirring up trouble, Captain. Anyway, I guess it's not all bad since she's a good pilot and all. Still, just because we're on the same team doesn't mean we have to be friends. By the way, Captain, did you find out what happened to those kids?
They've been placed in Alliance protection. Versta's now been annexed by PAC, so it's the best place for the kids right now. With all the political attention the rescue's caused, you can bet we'll be taken care of by the Alliance.
Oh, I guess it's for the best. Let's hurry up and kick PAC out of the neutral room so we can get those kids back to their parents.
One step at a time, Saga. So how are you adjusting to the Sunrider?
I think it's going pretty well. Warm food and a bed to sleep on anyways. The Sunrider is also much cleaner than Chigara's workshop. I really wish the first officer would stop chewing me out though.
What happened?
Well, first I tried to hook up my Game Master to the holovision in the lounge. Ugh, you won't imagine how red her face was when she told me off of that. Something about contaminating the ship's electronics. And then I tried playing some duel creatures with Chigara in the crew quarters, and she comes marching in and says, "No card games!" Blech.
We're on a military vessel now. I like to run a tight ship.
Understood.
I should go. Try and stay out of trouble.
Understood, Captain.
Let's have a chat with my scientist.
Hey! Oh, sorry, Captain, I didn't see you coming in there. Must be the 3rd time that's happened.
Sorry, you get really focused in your work, huh?
Oh, whenever I'm working on something, I tend to lose awareness of everything else. Was there something you needed, Captain?
How are you adjusting to the Sunrider?
Oh, the Sunrider's a wonderful vessel. In fact, I don't ever think I've seen a ship as advanced in my life. In fact, I was just running some energy conversion modules the other day, and I can say the Sunrider's core drive is one of the most efficient in the galaxy. Since the Sunrider's powered through atomic fusion, we don't have to worry about radiation management. Now I think of it, if we were to upgrade the fuel feeder with... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bore you with technobabble. I mean, you must be busy, so, what were we talking about again? Can you please repeat your question?
Actually, I was thinking of upgrading the fuel feeder with the new Paraxium coating too.
Oh, you mean you knew about the Mark II?
That just came out about a week ago, right?
Oh, I didn't know the Captain was a gearhead too.
They wouldn't give me the keys to the ship without knowing something about it.
I guess that's true.
What do you think about what happened with the mercenary?
Well, so long as Akari's going to be working with us, I guess I don't see a big problem. I haven't really spoken with her much since, but I think she regrets what she did. I hope we can work together to stop Pact.
Keep up the good work. I'll talk to you later. How shifty does she look there? Da, 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 da. Captain? So what exactly did you do as a mercenary, Akari?
Oh, don't think I was just some goon for hire. I only took out Pact targets. Blew a couple of refueling stations here and there, sank some crippled cruisers, even impersonated a level Pact Visitor once.
Can't really imagine you as a Venisar.
Oh, I had to put on a special latex suit to make myself look 80 pounds fatter.
Wow. So what exactly were you doing?
Well, that was a slave bust. The Alliance hired me to bust a transaction between a pirate cell and this Pact Venisar. Pact's been liberating slaves by paying off the slavers, in exchange for serving as personnel on their ships, of course. This was going to be one of their biggest sales ever, nearly 200 adults. The Alliance got involved when Pact accidentally included a citizen in the group. I guess they forgot to check their passports or something. So you just impersonated the Venissar to pay off the pirates and free the slaves after. If only it were that simple. You see, the cheapskates at the Alliance were only willing to pay to free their own citizen. Something about not wanting to fund piracy? Anyways, that was all irrelevant since it was double-crossing the pirates were planning to slit the Venissar's throat after they got the money anyways. Got grazed by a couple of their shots, which melted through my latex suit. That was a sight to see. I bet. So how did you get out of the lad alive? I swapped places with the real Venissar just as she arrived. Oh, you should have seen the look in her face as the pirates grabbed her. Meanwhile, all the slaves got loose. Total pandemonium in there. Finally, the pirates opened fire on the packed Starliner, spacing everyone aboard. I don't know what happened to the slaves. I managed to get the Alliance citizen out of there, though, and in the end, that's all that mattered to my clients. So you couldn't save all the slaves in the end. No, but I still took down a Venissar and a packed Starliner, so I'd call it a good day. Anyways, that's pretty much what being a mercenary was like. It was risky work, but I liked the excitement. It kept my mind off other things. I noticed you like swords. In the ancient times, they said the invention of gunpowder ended the age of swordsplay, while the creation of personal shieldings brought it back. Now that people can emit shields that can deflect small arms, the only way to take them down is to draw your sword and get up close and personal with them. Have you ever killed someone with your sword in person? A couple of packed soldiers and pirates, when they pop up personal shielding, it's the best way to take them down. Sounds like a good strategy. I will keep it in mind, because frankly, I also like swords. It gets the job done, that's for sure. I can still remember most of their faces. Definitely makes you think about what you're doing more than pressing a button and firing a rocket at an enemy spaceship. They were armed enemies though. It was either their lives or mine. Right. So how are you adjusting to the Sunrider? I'm satisfied with my current accommodations. It's much better than what I'm used to. Thanks for your concern. Your rider was smashed up pretty badly. Is it operational? Not without a bunch of repairs. The pilot was pretty thorough about taking it down. You're lucky you didn't get spaced. Saga may look silly, but she's pretty dangerous with a rider. That's so? I wouldn't mind having a rematch. On the simulator, of course, Captain. Thankfully, your girl in engineering managed to fix most of the damage. She's really something. I've never seen anyone as talented as her. Chikara's one of the best minds in the galaxy. Lucky to have her on our team. Good thing we're on the same side now. We've got a pretty good crew here. Can't believe I just said that out loud. What? Talk about something else before I embarrass myself even more. I should get going. You're a tiny bit crazy. I mean, that's the thing. She's got her issues, but I kind of like her. Right. I think we should be heading on to the next section now. Captain, I've just received a message from the neutral world of Ryuva. Ryuva? You've been contacted by royalty? Correct. Ryuva is one of the oldest nations in the galaxy, with a history going back over 10,000 years. In fact, some historians say that Ryuva might have been the birthplace of humanity. Let's hear what they've got to say. Put them on screen. Hail, Sunrider! I am King Jailor the Ruvia. Greetings, Your Highness. I am Captain Kieto Shields of the starship Sunrider. This is my first officer, Eva Crescentia. I have heard of your deeds in the Neutral Rim, and I believe you may be of help. There is a treasure known to our people, which we seek to retrieve from the Nemordian corridor. Perform well, and we shall bestow you with great riches. What are you looking for? The crown jewel of Ryuvia. The crown jewel? I presume it's of value. The kingdom of Ryuvia holds many secrets, Captain. You have our request. I shall be waiting. What? That's it? That's it? Not much to go off, is it? Well, maybe this might shed some light on the matter. What? The rumour on the streets of Ryuvia is that the princess has been missing. The princess? What's the crown jewel had to do with that? I've been doing some research on Ryuvian treasures, and I came across this book. The Lost Technology Catalogue. It's an encyclopedia of various Ryuvian treasures that have gone missing throughout history. According to this book, the crown jewel isn't a carved gem, but rather a highly advanced crystalline device which can pinpoint the location of royal blood across astronomical distances. Ah! And let me guess, the Ryuvians want this crown jewel to help find their princess. Bingo. At least that's the best explanation I can think of. Tell me more about lost technology. It's ancient technology, left behind by the former Ryuvian Empire. A long time ago, even before the formation of the Solar Alliance, the Ryuvian Empire conquered the entire galaxy using technology we couldn't even conceive of. When their empire collapsed, much of their technology was lost in the ensuing chaos. You could say that humanity's scientific knowledge peaked at the height of the Ryuvian Empire, and with its collapse, entered the Dark Age. We're trying to catch up to the Ryuvians' level of sophistication ever since, but it'll still take decades to we'll have anything as good as the ancient Ryuvians. We call the pieces of technology left by the ancient Ryuvians lost technology. Whenever one is found, it can dramatically change the power balance in the galaxy. Well, we could use the money, might as well help the Ryuvians to get their crown jewel back. Understood, Captain. I punched in the coordinates for the Northern corridor. Set a course on the star map, we'll be underway. I'm assuming people probably don't have anything new to say. I'll quickly check. Captain? Yeah, this is stuff I hath seen before. I need to get going. Alright. Audience. Main, find the crown jewel. Warning, uncharted. This sector of space is distant from civilization. The Moadon cluster is a huge expanse of gas surrounding an infant star. Rumours of mountains of unclaimed treasure have brought criminal adventurers alike to the Mordian corridor. Who knows what riches and dangers await. Let's go find their crown jewel. Warp successful, Captain. We have arrived in the Nemordian corridor. This is going to be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Any ideas where we should start looking? The nearest planet in this sector is the neutral world of Tatiuna. It's what we call a dark planet, or a world where technology has fallen to pre-warfare levels. We're talking civil unrest, violence and warfare on the surface. Nothing we need to worry about though. Oh, the Tuturian Space Force is kind of a joke. Right, keep our pilots on alert though. I want to be prepared for anything. Aye, sir. Scratch that. Pirate signatures detected. Red alert. Race shields for powered weapons. Ready all riders for combat. We're already down here, Captain. Wait a minute. I'm reading a distress beacon from another ship. A Turatian ship? No, it's Alliance. Civilian signature, designation, Mochi. Probably a transport vessel being targeted by the pirates. Looks like this just turned into a rescue mission. Patch me through to our pilots. Done. Asaga, it looks like it'll be a rescue mission this time. The pirates are targeting civilian transport. Understood, Captain. We'll keep those civilians safe. The Sunrider will be vulnerable without our riders. What are your orders, Captain? It's a risk we'll have to take. I want our riders to go forward and save the civilian. Understood, Captain. Our old friend Cosette Cosmos might be out there. Watch your tail, everyone. Alright, all units, launch. And before we launch and get into this battle, I think that's an excellent point to end this video. This one's a little bit shorter, but given that we're about to go into a firefight and how long this is to last in this game, seems logical to me. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next